In this video, we will learn how to invoice and bill an order within your TMS account. Typically, an accounting user will be using the invoicing screen to manage their workflow, which will be under the accounting tab. However, there will be multiple ways to start the billing process by moving our delivered orders to the invoice status. Here from the invoicing screen, you'll be able to see all orders from delivered, invoiced, and completed status, and will be able to invoice them, double-check vital information, and submit them directly to your customers or factoring company. You can also manage any orders that were already billed and complete them from this screen as well. First, we have to start by selecting the invoicing company that we are going to be billing from. This will be your own company as a default, with the option of selecting any other invoicing company under your umbrella. For example, if you have multiple MC numbers and are billing from more than one company. Under invoicing company, you will see status that can show you orders from the delivered, invoiced, and completed statuses. It will be very important to make sure that delivered orders will be moved to the invoice status to make sure that the invoice file is generated for your order before you bill your customer. When you select delivered, you will only be able to see the orders that are in the delivered status. These will be orders that you want to invoice and confirm the information is correct before you submit them for billing. You can do that directly from this screen by double-clicking on the order. This will open up the order profile window where you will see all the order information. You can confirm the rate is correct along with any other accessorials you may need to have included on the invoice. You can also confirm all of the correct file types are included on the order and nothing is missing, like your rate confirmation and bill of lading. If anything is missing, you can add it. If all documents are correct, you can click the Invoice button on the top right. This will then generate your invoice file under the File section. Please make sure you have the invoice number field filled out. Under the File section, you will now see a system-generated invoice file based on your accounting settings. You can also view it from here. If you need more information regarding the invoice format, please see our accounting preferences video for how to set this up. Now you can exit out of the order window. If you refresh the page, you will see that this order is no longer in the delivered status, and now it is in the invoice status. Depending on user permissions and preferred workflow, you can move the order from delivered to invoiced from either your orders list or from your order planning as well. If we go back to our landing page and click on Operations and Orders, this will show a list of all orders non-dependent on status. Here we can sort for all orders by the delivered status by filtering at the top of the status column. And then you can confirm information and move these orders to the invoice status from here as well in the same process by opening the order and clicking the Invoice button. You will also be able to do this from the Order Planning screen. You can then select to view only the orders in the delivered status on the top and invoice from there accordingly as well. These invoiced orders will now be in this invoice status here on the order planning screen, visible for you. Once you have all of the orders you'd like to submit in the invoice status, you will also then see them under the invoicing screen. As you can see, you will also have a wide variety of columns of information available related to the order. For example, date will show you the date and time this order was moved to the delivered status. Date billed will provide the date and time it was previously submitted for billing. If this is empty, it has not been submitted previously. That means that any order that would be in the delivered status typically will not have this filled out unless an order was rolled back after being submitted. Other fields like invoice number and age, along with other order and customer specific fields tied into these loads, such as bill to, files, load number, total, and more, you can see by scrolling to the right. You can use this list as with other lists in the TMS to search for specific criteria, customize your view, and see your most important information. You will have additional quick search criteria to search by coordinator, customer, delivery to and from, invoice number, and invoice age. Let's do an example here. You can adjust the order of the columns with the visible columns in the bottom right, or by right-clicking and selecting visible column. You can again take a quick glance without even opening the order to double-check all information is correct for making sure all needed files are attached. Here we have all of our invoices, rate cons, and BOLs attached with our order total values and any accessorials that we wanted to include, along with many other possible fields we can pick and choose from. So it will be important to make sure that we have all the necessary file types included for the orders that we want to submit, and make sure that our amounts will be matching and correct. Now you will be selecting between the billing type you would like to submit, whether these orders and their documents will be going through a factoring company or directly to your customers. For more information on how to set up a factoring provider or a direct customer billing, please see our accounting preferences video. Once selected, you will then be choosing which orders to submit via this type by checking the box next to order ID. As you can see, when a box is selected, the total amount and order count at the bottom has changed. You will also have some additional shortcuts. For example, to check all orders in the case you have hundreds to submit, you can right-click and then select Check All or Uncheck All. You can uncheck any that you do not want to include, for example, orders that were already billed. These were previously unselected by default. Now that we have all orders selected we want to submit, we simply just have to click on the blue Submit button at the bottom left. This will provide us with a progress bar, and once completed, we will see all orders that were checked and submitted successfully with a date billed column filled out with the date and time of submittal. These orders will have all of their needed files sent to the factoring company or customers directly. If we have one order that we submitted without files, we will get this prompt showing that we have finished with errors. If we want to filter by how long ago these invoices were submitted, we can select our invoice age field and select our increments. This will be from 0 to 30 days, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, and more than 90 days. We also have the option of hiding all submitted orders from the list by clicking the Hide Submitted checkbox. This will remove any orders that have the date billed column filled out to only see any orders we have yet to bill. Let us know if you have any questions regarding invoicing and billing an order. Thank you.